Good morning, guys. Today, as you can see, that is my Letterboxd account. I started it the end of last year, so I've only had it for about a month. But I've reviewed 100 films, and now I'm going to rank those first 100 films on Letterboxd, and let's just see how it goes. Starting 100, but a disclaimer: I'll probably not have a lot to say about a lot of these films because I just remembered how I felt, like generally, not like specific details. Starting out will be Ruby Gillman. It's the worst movie I've reviewed on Letterboxd. This the worst movie. I couldn't get through it. Animation looked good, so I was like, okay, sure, I'll watch it. It looks interesting, but it was terrible. Could not make it through. It's I think the only movie on here that I couldn't make it through the whole movie, including the next one, The Lorax. I don't know. I was feeling silly one day. So okay, I'll watch The Lorax, even though I know it's terrible. And it was terrible. So, going to 98. This is weird because everyone loves this movie. Like, I mean, everyone loves it. And compared to the book, it's terrible. The art style is... that typo there. It's a terrible art style, especially compared to the book. Only redeemable quality is the game and none of the jokes land. It's really poor, and I don't know how it was so well received. Might be one of the only surprises, I guess, in this list, especially compared to the average ranking of a lot of these movies. I hated this movie so much. Cars 2. I just wanted racing, and I didn't get that in Cars 2. When they were racing, it was very good. I didn't get that much. So, 2-star, number 97 out of 100. Not great. Going to 96, we have The Nut Job. So I have a story about this, and it'll go with another film that will be coming up very soon, which I will tell on that film. But I watched this as a kid, and I liked it, but it doesn't look good now. I haven't rewatched it, but it doesn't look good now, so yeah. The B movie is not the movie that I'm talking about, but it's a B movie. It's not much to say. It's widely regarded as not a good movie, and it is not a good movie. Now this is it. I was horrified of the purple minions as a kid, so at a camp I couldn't even watch this movie. I had to go into a different room, and I watched The Nut Job, and I loved The Nut Job, and because I watched it instead of watching this movie. And yeah, it's just terrifying. It was just terrifying because these minions that are so integral to Gru and the hero, the main protagonists, are now evil. That's crazy. And this is the first one where I have nothing to say. I don't know. It's a movie. Ralph Breaks the Internet, number 93. It's just a movie. And don't want to talk about LeBron because he's so awesome. But this movie's not good. So, but it is still LeBron, so. Wish I could have given it a higher ranking other than 3, but I'm so sorry. Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know. The first half was some of the worst I've ever watched. If I ended after the first half, I probably would have given it a 1.5. But the second half is pretty good, so it doubles that score. But still, it's just not good. None of the jokes land until the end. And yeah, it's just not a great movie. Kung Fu Panda 4 is pretty good if you remove her. Don't know who she is. I won't tell you because I can't deal with this. I would feel so bad if you just learned who she is through me. Uzumaki. It's pretty good. The first episode was so good, and then the second episode. First episode was really good. It would be in the top 25 if it was just the first episode, but it isn't. Peter Rabbit. I don't know. It's Peter Rabbit. Ron's Gone Wrong is interesting because it's good, but like it's cute, but it isn't like that memorable. It's just a movie. It's a movie. So is this movie. I think it's pretty good. Still 1.5. But it's one of the best of the franchise. Probably the best Illumination movie since their first one. So another Illumination movie is this one, which made me very happy as a Nintendo fan. Super Mario Bros. Movie. I was very happy watching it, but I wasn't really enthralled. I was just happy. Turning Red is weird because I contradict myself in the notes I have here for Turning Red. It's mid, but it's so good. Like, it's perfectly mid that it's really good. But it's still 7, so Five Nights at Freddy's. It's what you would expect from a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Could have been a little scarier. It's not really any it's not like jump scares. I mean, there's some. Not really many jump scares. It's just kind of just there. Good Morning is an interesting case because I didn't want to watch, or I wanted to watch How to Train Your Dragon that night that I watched it, but it wasn't on Peacock, so I decided. I was too mad that it wasn't on Peacock that I just didn't find it on anything else, and just watch this. It's okay. I don't know what to say. It's okay. Moon Knight is also okay. There's not really any problems with it. It's just not amazing. Number 81 and number 80, the instant holiday classic of 2007, Shrek the Halls. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know, it's Shrek the Halls. What do you expect from me? Miss Marvel's fun. It's not really amazing, I would say, but it's fun. Yeah. The Grinch. He's literally me. I love him. It's like looking into a mirror. Not the best Grinch thing. I haven't watched the Jim Carrey version. But you'll see the 1966 version later on this list. But 78, Illumination's The Grinch. Elemental. It's cute. It's normal Pixar film. It's cute. It's good. It's a 4 out of 5. Toy Pound Hanako-kun is pretty good. It's got a good art style. Second season has been really good so far. Better than the first. So, depending on how good that second season is, it might bump it up. Right now, number 76. Ocean Waves. I don't know. It's solid. It's good. It's not amazing. That's good. It's a good Ghibli film. The worst Ghibli film I have seen, but still a good film. Get Out was my first live action anything piece of media. 2024. I watched it in October, so yeah. So that's why there's so many animated movies, because I just don't watch live action movies. But this one was pretty good. It was crazy. 4 out of 5. The Iron Giant was pretty good. Brad Bird directed it, so good start to his animated movie career. 4 out of 5. That's all I gotta say. Wicked, I saw in theaters, was pretty good. It was amazing, but no one sung in my theater, which is kind of disappointed. Just kind of disappointed me, but there's people that sung it after it. It's a perfect movie for the theater kids. I am not a theater kid, so I guess it didn't click with me as much, but still it's pretty good. And obviously there's second half. Don't know if that's gonna be better. I've heard that the first half has all the good songs, so I don't know if the second half is gonna be better. I'll have to check and see. Cars 3. Great end to what ended up being the franchise that is most influential to my life, as I am a lifelong NASCAR fan, mostly because of the Cars franchise. So, Cars 3 is pretty good. And, yeah, 4 out of 5. Number 71, going into the 70s, Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I'm so glad they listened to all the critics on their first design, because this design's really good, and Jim Carrey's amazing in this. Remember, after this movie, he'll only come back for the golden script. 4 out of 5 for Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2. So happy they listened, because this movie was really good. I really like Tails in this movie. Idris Elba is a great casting for Knuckles. And great set pieces. So, well, now we are going to Spider-Man Homecoming. I don't know, it's pretty good. Good start to a trilogy that would continue getting better and better. That's pretty good. Maybe too Iron Man-y, but that's just, it's a Marvel movie with a character that is built around, especially in Civil War, built around his relationship with Iron Man. The Bad Guys is pretty good. It's a new animation style for DreamWorks in April of 2022, and it really works. And it's a solid movie. It's a solid animated movie based on a book, which they've done really well. I haven't seen Dogman yet, but I will be planning to. Captain Underpants is really good. It's not on this list, but Captain Underpants is really good too. The Peanuts movie is also really good. Not DreamWorks, Blue Sky. It's really good. It's cute. It's, I think, something that a lot of animated movies are missing as of recently are the authentic, or more authentic voice actors, because these are just kids. Another Luca later on this list will have same comment where are going for fame. The most famous people, they're just going for people that work for the role. And it works. 4 out of 5, number 66 going to number 65. Encanto, I think the constant buzz of this movie really made me not dislike it, but just like it less. It's good. It's fun. Just too much of it at the end of 2021 and the beginning of 2022 was a little bit too much. And that lays it at 65 out of 100. Pokemon, the first movie, starting out with the 4.5s. Stones. That's all I gotta say. Kung Fu Panda, 1 is very good. It's a fun movie. DreamWorks, they're on a run with Shrek 2, Kung Fu Panda, all these movies in the early, just in the 2000s were really good. The Lego Movie is stunning. It's great animated, and just generally everything is awesome. I'm not saying that because of the song everything is awesome, but I'm saying it because this movie is just so good. And there's no really major flaws with it. Spider-Man Far From Home is also pretty good. There's more flaws than the Lego Movie, but they're not. It's a weird comparison between them two. It's pretty good. Oh, it's better than Homecoming. Not better than No Way Home, but it's better than Homecoming. Belle is interesting. It's pretty good. But now it reminds me of Mark Zuckerberg, so can't really. And that little glance he did. So 4.5. Number 60 going into the 50s is Over the Garden Wall. You notice there's a mix between TV shows and movies because Letterboxd has TV shows, I guess, and Over the Garden Wall is a very good TV show. It's unsettling to watch, but it's very calming. Despite those contradict each other, it's very good. Words bubble up like soda pop. I saw it on Netflix one day. That looked interesting, and it was very good. I really like this movie. It's very cute. It's very good. Animation style is really good. Yeah, cute romance anime movie. It's just good. Suzume. Also scrolling through Netflix one day and saw this. It's like, oh, I've heard of that. Let's watch it. And it's very good. It's one of my favorite, I guess, non-romance anime movies. Have a lot of, not including Studio Ghibli, of course, because they've had one Studio Ghibli movie out of almost 50, so we're going to see much of them later down the list. But Suzume's pretty good. Now it looks really good, so Suzume's good. The Wind Rises. It's an uncommon romance from Miyazaki that ends with tears, I guess. It's fun. It's a good movie. It's filled with planes, but also it's really good. I don't remember much of it though, so might have to rewatch that soon. Going into Pokemon Origins, which is something I've rewatched many times. And I think this is one of the best things Pokemon has made that isn't a game. I truly think that it's so good. And I don't know why it's so good. But it's faithful to the first game. It's realistic. It's so good. Transformers 1 at 54. All the textures look so real. It's one of the best looking animated movies I've seen. Just on a pure realism, despite them being robots in a futuristic world that doesn't have any humans in it. It still looks so good. Yeah, it's good drama. So, it's a really good movie. Scott Pilgrim. I've never watched anything from Scott Pilgrim until this TV show, and I think it's really good. No, I still haven't watched anything, so maybe that's like, I guess, failed getting more people to watch Scott Pilgrim, but it's really good. It has an amazing animation style, and it's a 9 out of 10. Whisper of the Heart. The a lot of movies where it has blending of different realities or timelines are confusing, but really good if it's done right. And it's done right here, and it's really good. 4.5 out of 5. Number 52 going into 51. Your Squid Game. I've only watched season 2 so far. And that's season 2 is Old Man Yowie. So I don't know. It's pretty good. It's Squid Game. You've got to be squidding me right now. Okay, number 50, Mulan. I've watched it. I thought it was good. I don't have any other things to say. 49. This is a really good Pixar film, and it is another case like the Peanuts movie of casting not just celebrities, casting people that fit the role. And this movie's really good. Soul. I don't remember watching it. Not because I watched it a long time ago. It's because I watched it at 4 a.m. before school. A decent bit ago. So I don't remember much of it. But it was fun. It was really good though. That's all I remember. 9 out of 10. Metals vs. Machines. It's really good. Seems like Sony like making good movies now. Hopefully they don't make Hotel Transylvania 4 next. But it's pretty good. It's fun. And it's got a great animation style. I think Spider-Verse was more revolutionary. And I think it is better animation-wise. But this is such a good stylized animation with all the drawings and all the video elements to it. It's just really good. Now, 46 is Spider-Man No Way Home, and this kind of ended the multiverse craze, or good multiverse movies for live action, like The Flash, like Multiverse of Madness just didn't hit. So I don't know. It's a really good movie. It's good drama. It's good that this Spider-Man had to go through something. I know criticisms were, it's got too easy, but it's really good because he didn't have it that easy. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. I think it is one of the best stylized animation styles I have seen. It's beautiful in its own way, and it's just so good. It's a 9 out of 10. I don't know what to say. It's really good. Going to Coraline, it's also really good. Drama's good, but I haven't any other things to say. It's just a good movie. Gladiator 2. I never really watched a film like this, where it's all fighting, without like constant jokes. But it's pretty good. One problem I had was that I couldn't stop seeing Pedro Pascal. Like, I got off of, I think Joseph Quinn was Lucius. I was like, I stopped seeing Joseph Quinn, seeing Pedro Pascal, and I couldn't unsee it. Even when he died, I couldn't unsee Pedro Pascal. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind is pretty good. It's a good start to Studio Ghibli and Miyazaki. And those darn bugs kept getting in the way, and it was so annoying. Like, why are the bugs there? Dog. Only yesterday. It was really good. That's all I remember from it, though. Just a really good movie. Yeah. Number 41 going into 40s is Fantastic Mr. Fox. I feel bad for Kristofferson, but it was a really good movie. It looked great. It was running, the digging animations were so funny. So it's a really good movie. 39, Don to Don. Super cute when it wants to be super freaky, when it wants to be and super crazy when it wants to be. The first season's really good. Can't wait for the second season. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of freaky, like I said. Too bad it ends on a cliffhanger, though. And a freaking cliffhanger at that, like, dog. My Neighbor Totoro. Because I really didn't have anything to say. I had something to say, but I didn't say it. Okay. My Neighbor Totoro is... it's one of the Ghibli films, but it's good. It's nice. It's a 4.5 out of 5. But it's not better than Barbie. The way that I didn't take all the patriarchy's bad, feminism, woo. I took that when it's too pink, you start to contemplate your state in the world. Yeah, that's the message I got from this movie. But so real, it's a really good movie. It's fun. Yeah. Castle in the Sky. Another Ghibli film that's... I don't have much to say because it's just so good that there isn't anything else to say that other than it's just really good. And yeah. The Wild Robot. I started to really hate Bright Bill, but I guess that's the point in his little mid-ages anger, but he redeems himself, and I'm glad that there wasn't really a villain until there's a reason why there's a villain. It's not just, we need a villain, here you go. There's a reason we want a villain because this robot broke its code. We need to get it back, and it called for us to go get it. Why aren't we getting it back? So it makes sense why there's a villain there. But it's really good. Inside Out 2 is very good. Excuse me. It's very good. And I love the 2D animation. The 2D animation guy is amazing. One of the most inventive little guys I've ever seen. I was just, when he was on screen, I was so happy. I was so like in disbelief, but so happy that he was there. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. The thing about it, especially that final fight scene, it's definitely background baiting. Especially when freaking Jim Carrey spanking Jim Carrey. But it's really good. I love Agent Stone and Robotnik. My favorite couple. Princess Mononoke. I still don't know what the slugs are. I watched it like 2 years ago and I still don't know what the slugs are. But it's really good. Another Ghibli film. Again, I don't have much to say because it's just that good that I can't figure out any flaws with it, or I can't like anything that's better than anything else because everything is so good. 31 is Inside Out 1. It's really good and makes, I think, a good movie, especially without a true villain, makes you love and hate the main protagonist, and that's what it does. It's really good and better than Inside Out 2, but not by that much. Same rating. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is insanely good. They have new style, they have new vibe to them, DreamWorks. And they went on to release Trolls 3, so... But still, it's a really good movie. It's fun, and it's a great job of taking, we don't want a villain. We want a villain to be ourselves. Going into that and saying, we want 3 villains. We want a giant fight scene. And then you got the realistic panic attack. Gotta have the realistic panic attack. It's really good. Going into 29, Moana. Had a great ending. It was really good. Great final battle. Characters were likable. I really hope that doesn't get a sequel because it just ended off so well, and I feel like the world was really complete where it was. Ponyo. Got me smiling. But again, another film where I was like, okay. I don't have much to say because it's just that perfect. But now we're going into the 5 out of 5s in a short film. One of 2 short films on here, not counting Shrek the Halls. Piper. It's the best. It's one of the best realistically animated things I've ever seen. And I never got a grasp of this story how many times I watched it because I was looking at the water and the sand. Like, going to 26, Horimiya, get more into the romance animes and anime movies. In these 5 stars, because they're really good, and Horimiya is no different. It's really good. I don't know how they make every single character likable in this. Everyone in these 9 squares on the poster are all so likable, and you want to root for every single one of them. Going to 25, Howl's Moving Castle. It's amazing. Again, I don't know what else to say. It's just like you go back to what you're doing after watching the movie, and you're like, damn, okay, it's a really good movie. Your Name, it's really good. I don't care if it's wallpaper baiting. It deserves that, honestly. It's so good. And a more supernatural romance anime, but it's, I guess, not really romance anime. It's kind of just friends, but that's crazy. And why did he forget her name, man? It was really good ending. Yeah, 5 out of 5 stars. 23 is The Lion King. It's The Lion King. What else can I say? It's one of the top 25 movies that I've reviewed. It's just The Lion King. A Secret World of Arrietty. Terminally ill children is apparently my favorite character type. This, Saki Tenma, and then we'll get into another one, later in this. I know we're already in the final quarter, but we'll get into more. Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. It's fun. Smiling Friends is really good. As you can tell, I think I have a favorite character. I think you can tell I have a favorite character. But aside from Mr. Frog, it's really good. It's probably one of the funniest shows I've watched. Granted, I don't watch a lot of comedies. Going into 20 is another Ghibli film where not much to talk about, but this Ghibli film is just so fun. It's calming, it's nice. It's really good. And it's nice. It's nice, and it cracks the top 20. Going into final 20 films. Going into 19 is Bocchi the Rock. So much aura in these 4. I guess there's a little bit. Bocchi kind of detracts from the aura, but and it's really good. All the songs are really good. I mean, it's my type of songs. If you watch my tier list video on my songs on my playlist, I think are 10 out of 10. There's a couple. I think it's just one Bocchi the Rock song, but I've made more. And there's a lot of songs similar to Bocchi the Rock. It's really good. Songs are good. Characters are good. Story is good. All perfect. It's 5 out of 5. Ratatouille. It's a rat movie. What can I say? It's Ratatouille. It's like looking into a mirror. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. 1966. 17. It's a whole part of my interests, I guess. It's like I'm literally him. I'm literally the Grinch. It's like looking into a mirror. Say like, oh, you like the Grinch? What do you mean I like the Grinch? I'm literally him. 5 out of 5 stars. I think he died. Coco. A lot of the 5 out of 5 star movies I've noticed, I don't have much to say because they're just so good that like I can't compute my thoughts because they're that good. Flo, I had really no idea what was going on in this movie, but it's pretty good. I'm so glad that there's no dialogue. Because I think that was one of the critiques I had with The Wild Robot is I think would have been, I understand why they had that much dialogue, but Flow I think just surpasses it because it assumes that it treats you like an adult. It treats you like, oh, you know what's going on. You're fine. You don't need Pedro Pascal talking to you. So, it's a really good movie. Going to 14. I thought I would hate Talladega Nights because I'm a lifelong NASCAR fan. And everyone told me, oh, you wouldn't like it because it makes one in NASCAR. And it's really funny. And I loved it. It's one of my top 15 movies I've watched. And that's just because it was really funny. And I also understood most of the jokes. And I was like, "Arr." And I wasn't like not happy at, oh, they made that joke. I was like, okay, yeah, I understand why they made that joke. It was really good. Monica Magica at 13. They set the tone early. I did not expect them to set that tone that early, but they did. It was crazy. It was pretty good. And Cuba's menace needs to be like thrown into a fire. 12 the Boy and the Heron is really good. I don't know. I feel like it was like Flow where I just don't know what's going on, but I understood it in a weird way. And that's why Miyazaki came back, because he wanted to make this, and I understand it because it's really good. Yeah. Also, I want this guy to come into the moon. Please come into the moon. Cause like, it would look so good. He already has the shaved one side. Commit to the other. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was equally as revolutionary as Into the Spider-Verse. It's not as revolutionary or as good. It's still amazing. It's one of the best animated films of all time. And it's a first part, 2-part. I'm guessing it'll be enhanced by the 3rd part whenever that comes out in 2024. It's really good. And going into the top 10 is Look Back. I thought this would be a nice gay couple. learning to love each other, working on manga. It wasn't, and it was such well animated. It was such a good movie that destroyed me, and I think that's a theme for a lot of the top 10. It just all destroyed me. Again, a theme. One of the best movies I watched. Yeah, because it's 9. But this movie was destroying. The Truman Show is number 8. And if I remember correctly, this is my highest ranked live action movie. It was really good. I guess it's not a theme of this top 10 where it's just emotionally destroying. But it's a really good movie. It's amazing. It's insanely good. And I love Jim Carrey, so it works. Going to number 7. I watched this in school on a website. And I wish I didn't watch it then, because I couldn't allow myself to, really dive into. Yeah. Yeah, it was heartbreaking. And a lot of these movies are just heartbreaking in this top 10. This one isn't. Cars is the reason I love NASCAR. It's the reason that I have my brand. I watch NASCAR. I am a NASCAR. Filming this, NASCAR's the day that I'm filming this, NASCAR's coming back. Don't know when this is coming out, but NASCAR's back officially tonight, as of recording this, February 1st. I'm really excited, and it's the reason that I'm excited, because Cars 1 was so damn good, and it got me invested into NASCAR, and is the reason I watch it today. Going into the top 5. With the praise for Across the Spider-Verse, something you would not be expecting Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse to be not number 1 or in the top 3. I widely recognized it as one of my top 3 movies until making this list. And I was like, oh wait, just one movie or 1 or 2 movies, like, okay, they're just a little bit better, but this is the best 3D animated movie of all time. And yeah, it's the reason why animation has become so stylized in the recent years, because no one had tried making a movie that wasn't just realistic 3D animation until Sony did it and randomly went from open season to the best 3D animated movie of all time. So going into 4, I just recently watched this, so it might be bias or recency bias, but this movie, I went through the stages of I lived a life in this movie, and I went through the 5 stages of grief in this movie. I never reached acceptance while watching the movie, and I couldn't. It's insane. It's one of the best movies I've seen, and it destroyed me. I love how all the characters are messy, but you know the fate of what you're getting with a movie set in Japan that goes through over a decade in the 40s and 30s. You know what you're going to get. And I actually didn't know what I was going to get going into this movie. And then I realized, then yeah, this movie was destroying. And I just remembered what's next. This TV show, the best TV show I've ever watched in my life. And I don't know. I think one of the major parts of me being this destroyed first was it's really good, but also is because I was expecting it to be a one season, 24 episodes. Even though I probably looked at the episode count, I didn't realize that on episode 22 it would happen. I could tell that the condition was getting worse, and I was like, okay, I thought we would have more time to brew before it happened. But I thought it was a 24 episode anime. I was wrong, it was 22. And I was expecting it to happen on episode 22, but I was expecting more of time to recover. And I didn't have that time. Common theme in this top 10 is just destroying me. And this is another thing that just destroyed me. Spirited Away. Interested. You see that my review, I guess, talking points there. Oh, the best movie I've ever seen. Then why is it 2? I think it is the perfect movie. The best movie. Like, this is my favorite movies. Ranking on how much I liked it. Not how good it is, I would say. But it's weird because this is the movie I think is the best of all time. This is the best movie of all time in my opinion. But it is my favorite movie. But still, it is so perfect. It is so good. There's no flaws. I don't think there's any flaws in this movie. But the next one, number 1 movie I've reviewed on Letterboxd, and my favorite movie of all time, from the same studio, not from the same director, but it's the best looking animated film I've ever seen. It's so good. I don't have words to describe it. And it's The Tale of Princess Kaguya is the best thing I've ever seen. It is my favorite movie of all time. I just can't put to words how much I love this movie. It is the best thing I've watched. It's too perfect. Like, oh, there has to be flaws here. There has to be anything there. There's nothing. The animation is the best I've ever seen. How stylized it is. How good looking it is. It is just a perfect movie. And I don't have anything else to say. I'm a bit of a worse state than I am and that I was at the beginning of the recording. Because of all the movies I've had to relive, all the TV shows I have to relive that destroyed me, and it's this top 10. But I would like to thank everyone for watching. If you got through this whole video, thank you. have a bunch of links in the description that you should go follow. The like button. I don't know what YouTubers say. Thank you for watching, and I would like to see you in the next one, whatever I decide to make another video, whether it be on NASCAR, music, movies, anything else. I don't know. Just make videos I'm interested in. So, thank you for watching, and I would like to see you in the next one.